Hey everyone, welcome back to the STEMathon First Canada STEMathon Girls and Allies 2022. We had a fantastic 24 hours. It's almost been a little bit overwhelming how cool this was. It was just great watching Slack light up like a Christmas tree yesterday. Just so many conversations, so much energy. We introduced the theme yesterday of sustainability. You watched some presentations, you learned about how to come up with a solution, and boy, did you all come up with some fantastic solutions. We know some teams worked all night on your infographics and your presentations, and I talked to the judges, and they were like totally wowed by everything you've done. So before we can get started, just want to thank all of you for your hard work on everything that's happened. And it's not just that you've accomplished something that came with a solution, but the skills you displayed in making it happen. Uh, Everyone talks about this a lot, and maybe we don't talk about it enough, but the world is facing a lot of big problems, and we need a new generation of problem solvers to solve them, to fix the problems that have been created that you didn't even actually create, but we need you to be able to help fix them. And you were demonstrating those skills during the STEMathon. And what I was really impressed with was the creativity of the solutions. There was like no two solutions were alike, no two projects were alike. Everyone was coming at it at a different angle. And the empathy that was shown in these solutions, because you weren't just doing this to win a prize, you were really thinking about how can we change the world? How can we make things a better place for everyone? And concepts like equity, diversity, inclusion really came to the forefront. You weren't just thinking about how can I make my life better, but how can I make society better? And that was just so impressive. So we're excited to be here for the closing ceremony. We've got a lot of prizes to give out, recognize some winners. But before we can do that, I want to welcome back my co-host to the show, the legendary Mahakathon. How's it going, Mahak?
Hi, everyone. I am super excited. I feel even more energized after the STEMathon, although running on very few hours of sleep. But I think everything that I got to witness over the past 24 hours has been so awesome. And I'm so excited to hear who our winners are.
And Mahak, first of all, it's a big question. It's the question everyone asks at the STEMathon. How much sleep did you get last night?
Okay, honestly, I think I was one of the luckier few. I think I got like 6 or 5 hours of sleep.
Oh, that's not bad.
I know some people, yeah, that's
I,
pretty good.
I, I got about 4 or 5. I went to bed around
Mm,
2-ish, and I was up around 6:30-ish. My alarm went off, and I was like, okay, what am I gonna do? Check Slack. It's just like, I'm like, oh, there's too many messages to check on my phone. Grab the computer and go. But
yeah.
I think it was really nice to just see how teams came together. A lot of teams, there was some teams where people knew each other, and there was other teams where people didn't know each other at all. And they were able to virtually connect and work together and come up with some really cool things. And the different perspectives that you see. The first community is incredibly diverse, especially up here in Canada. You get a cross section of this community at this event, and just the different types of collaboration that happen, right?
Yeah, I definitely think that the STEMathon is a great place to witness what this first community that we built up looks like. I think in the Slack, I saw some teams sending out surveys, and we had other team members from different teams helping them out. So just being able to see that gracious professionalism that I know we're going to talk about a bit more later on, but it was really nice. And I know teams from there were some teams that all knew each other and other teams that didn't know one another, but still being able to collaborate together and build a really cool product was something super exciting.
Yeah, and I really loved seeing teams reaching out to mentors for support and the guidance, and just we had so many industry experts in there. People who work on software for CNN or for NASA. Just the coolness of that, and just having access to these mentors, and the mentors were just so into it as well. And like everyone was like working really hard, but having so much fun. Goofing around with the Slack bot online, posting pictures of their cats. This was definitely like a very cat heavy STEMathon. I was, not many dogs, and also I was very disappointed. There were like no bunnies. I wish there was some bunny
Mm,
photos. So next year we gotta find some bunnies to get ready with this. But it was just overall,
for
it was
sure.
just a great show. It was a great time, but we've got so much more happening right now, and we're gonna be back in just a moment with our first guest speaker of the day after we take a look at a word from one of our STEMathon sponsors, Rockwell Automation. All right, thank you, Rockwell. And now to open our closing ceremony, please welcome. Yeah, you saw actually a lot of them this weekend in Slack. He went in and checked on every single team's projects to see what you were doing. And super fascinated. Lots of great comments here. Please welcome President of First Canada, none other than Mr. Dave Ellis.
Thanks, Karthik. It's great to be here, and I really appreciate being invited to speak on behalf of First Canada to the participants and to the mentors today. It's been a fantastic weekend, and it's been really exciting to see the projects come out and be developed over this very short period of time. We have a history of innovation that's very rich in Ontario, especially in First Leg League Challenge, where I'm sure many of you got your career and first started. And it's one of those aspects of First Leg League Challenge that I think is one of the more valuable pieces that the students work through, and is that innovative challenge that they have to do. And I just wanted to share three of them that have really stuck out in my mind. There's been so many, but three that's really stuck out in my mind as really innovative and impactful in our society. And one of them is the Classy Cyborgs. I believe back in 2012, when we were learning how to teach people something in a better way. And so they wanted to talk about the blind community and how reading Braille was identified as a problem, because most of the people in the Braille community, or a high percentage of the people in the Braille community, were inefficient at reading Braille, and so they were somewhat illiterate in that way. And so their focus was on trying to create a solution that would help them learn that more efficiently and better. And they came up with a great solution that not only taught Braille, but taught it in a gamified way, so that kids were engaged and they were getting rewards for different levels that they achieved. And it was really successful, so much so that they went on to the Global Innovation Awards as a representative there. And they also, when they came back here, they actually also partnered with York University's engineering department and the computer science department to come up with different ways. So they actually integrated a challenge to their students at York University to come up with new components of the app that would be in this game. And so it was really quite fascinating to see how that group of young students was able to not only impact that community, but also bring in others to help develop their solutions. So that was really cool. Second one is the Hydrators, which is a team from Oakville that in the NML Ally season, which I think was 2016, they looked at horses and the fact that horses, would walk up to a trough and drink water from the trough, and the farmer would have no idea how much each individual horse was drinking. And those indicators are indicators of health, right? So if a horse is not drinking enough, then they're being dehydrated, and that's a problem. If they're drinking too much, then maybe it's an indication of some other health issues as well. So it was really important for them to have that data. And so the Hydrators came up with a solution of an individual watering bucket that would fill up with water, and the horse with an RFID tag in their nostril would walk up to the bucket, and it would identify that horse individually. And then as the horse drank water from the bucket, it would provide that data back to the farmer through the RFID tag on their app, so that the farmer would have instant information about what each individual horse was drinking in a given day. So that was fantastic. And they actually implemented that in a number of farms in the Oakville rural community there. So that was really fantastic. And then the last one is from the Frozen Royals team from North Bay. And in the Trash Trek season, which I think was 2015, they developed a solution for their landfill. And the problem that they identified was that mattresses were taking up a huge amount of space in their landfill, and it was making their landfill close prematurely. And that meant they had to find a new site for a landfill, which is very disruptive to the community, as well as obviously the environment around them. So trying to extend the length of those landfills is really important for any community. And so they came up with a solution of recycling the mattresses, and they pitched it to the local city, and the mayor thought it was a great idea and adopted it as a solution in their city of North Bay. And since that happened, they have recycled just under 20,000 mattresses in those years. and saved that from going to the landfill, which has saved almost 800,000 cubic feet of space in their landfill, which has extended the length of their landfill. It was supposed to have already closed, and has extended it many, many years into the future because they've been able to save all that space. So a fantastic solution by a group of young students that's being really implemented in real life. And I think that's really commendable and a great example of the change that can happen through our youth. And that really ties in really nicely to the sustainability theme that you've been working on this weekend. It's so important. There's so many things that the planet needs us to step up in as a society and as a race to help solve a lot of the problems that we've created, as humans. And so I applaud the organizers that came up with the idea of sustainability. I think it's a fantastic idea. I think it's something we could probably run with every year, but for this year, I think it was a great idea. I've been looking through your Slack groups and seeing the work that you've been doing over the last 24 hours, and your ideas are great examples of some of the problems that we're facing in the world today. There are unfortunately so many of them. I love seeing the ideas that have come out, like identifying our carbon footprint with the food that we buy when we get groceries, or dealing with the waste in so many places, so many areas of our life, fast fashion and hot water, food waste, plastic waste. I think also making systems like transit and the way we donate things to become more efficient. I think I saw 2 projects on that as well. And also connecting people with growing our own food. I think that's really important to get people into the idea of like, what does it take to grow food, and what do we need to do in our environment to make sure that our soil is rich enough to grow food? And so making people more aware of that, I think, is really important. And then also the idea of invasive species around our Great Lakes, keeping that water clean and keeping those invasive species out of our water is really important as well. So those are some of the ideas that I saw. I think you've tackled some really rich issues, and they're an example, like I said, of critical issues that our world is facing, and shedding a light on them and coming up with these solutions is so important for our planet. So kudos on that work today. In 24 hours, you've identified a problem. You've researched other solutions for that problem. You've collected primary and secondary source data. You've developed a solution to address the problem. You've developed a business model. You've created a pitch, a script, and a slide deck with infographics. It's incredible. It's incredible when you stop and think about all the things that you've done in the last 24 hours. It's really, really impressive. I hope you also ate and drank and slept along the way. I did see a lot of mentors talking about that in the Slack group. So I think, that's obviously important. But I hope you've had fun. And speaking of the mentors, thank you to the mentors and the planning committee for all of the hard work that you've put into planning this event over the last few months. Your time and dedication to the event over the last 2 days has been remarkable. And for being that, just thank you for being that sounding board for the students who really benefited from your knowledge and expertise. I know that you could have been doing lots of things other than sitting on a computer helping these kids. So thank you very much to the mentors and for the planning committee for all the hard work that you've done. And just to wrap up, I hope that you've all, mentors and planning committee and students, hope you've all had a lot of fun and you've learned a lot. It certainly seems like that based on reading through your various Slack channels. It sounds like it's been very engaging and it's been inspiring for me. And I wish you all the best of luck as the awards get handed out today. But please know that even if you don't get an award, of course, all of you have accomplished something amazing regardless of that. And you should all be very proud. It's incredible to think that all of that can happen in such a small amount of time with a small team of people. And it gives me really great confidence to know that not only is FIRST developing great young talent, but that young talent is preparing to go out into society with a desire to make a positive impact on their communities, on our country, and hopefully the whole world. We need more caring, smart, creative innovators like you to help turn around our trajectory. And there are countless problems to solve. So I hope you get fired up and go out there and do something great and make a difference in the world. I know you will. Good luck today. Good luck with the rest of your schooling and your future careers. I think it's going to be amazing to see what you do. Please stay in touch. And like I said, good luck today. Back to you, Karthik.
All right, thank you, Dave. Dave, I'm fired up after that speech right there. It's like, let's just like run through a brick wall and like change the world. You up for it?
I know we have to do the Karthik kick. I feel like we need to do it somehow.
Yeah, just boom. Let's just kick our way right through. But hey, let's kick our way to a little bit of a transition. We're going to be back in a couple seconds as we get ready for our awards. Oh, hey, we're back. Hey, Mahak, I want to give a shout out right now to just like people who are watching the stream. You know, we got the mentors and the participants, but one specific mentor. Shout out to Mimi out there who's watching the stream right now. You know, I think she's really enjoying herself. So enjoy that one, Mimi. But hey, on a more serious note, we need to recognize the many sponsors who've made the STEMathon happen. This events like this don't happen without their generous support. So let's take a look at our STEMathon sponsors. We've got Enbridge, Magna, Rockwell Automation, and the prizing sponsor, and that's going to be really important in just a couple of minutes because we're going to be handing out all those prizes, brought to you by TD SYNNEX. Thank you so much to all our sponsors for your marvelous support of this event and making this experience happen for all of our participants. Thank you. And we're talking about prizes, and it's almost time, so we're just getting ready. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. So all weekend long, our teams have been working, sort of independently, but they've been working with a lot of other mentors. But the teams haven't necessarily had a lot of opportunity to see what the other teams are working on. So we thought it'd be cool if we showed off all of the infographics the teams have put together. So I think let's take a look at our video of all your amazing STEMathon infographics.
So excited.
Okay, those every year the infographics blow me away. Every year, not that the project and the solutions don't, but it's just like they're so polished and so nice and just like so wow. Like, and it just like gives you like an overview. Like, we had each one of them up for like only like 5 or 6 seconds, and I was like, I want to know more. I want to know more, right?
Yeah, I think especially the fact that the teams built an entire product, came up with an idea, and then plus did an infographic on top of that and their presentations and pitches, and they look so refined and so well presented, not only in the visuals, but also I feel like the text and information that is available on the infographics is really, really cool. And I think the infographics have always been my favorite part of the STEMathon, like looking through and seeing what teams do. So that I love it.
You remember when we first were working on the first STEMathon, Mahak, and we came up with the idea of the infographic. We weren't sure if it would be a thing that teams would be able to do or be interested in doing. And then every year it's like one of the highlights. And so it's really cool to see. You know what I love about the infographics? I love that the way the teams incorporate statistics into them, but not just random statistics. They're really relatable, and they find these cool comparisons. Right. And you're like, oh, wow, I did not know how much sand was being used, or it's awesome. It's good to see. We're going to be back in just a couple seconds where we're really getting to the awards, folks. We're really getting there. Just after another word from one of our sponsors, Enbridge.
We are Enbridge, and we deliver the energy that fuels quality of life. We connect North America's rich energy supply with communities across the continent and beyond. We are resilient and innovative, delivering the energy mix of today and tomorrow. Our approach has evolved, grounded in respect for people and the environment. We listen and act, and we build strong partnerships with communities based on inclusion and respect. Above all, we aim to make a difference, economically and socially. Because life takes energy, and we deliver it.
Sorry, I was distracted by the Star Wars Slack bot. I was trying to figure out how to trigger it. I got it. I said I love you, and then Slack bot what I know, like the Han Solo Leia line.
Wow.
So, yeah.
That's some really cool Slack bots happening.
Very, very happy about that. Speaking of the Slack bot, we have a group of people who've been working since October, November on this event to get everything planned and organized. All the presentations, the handbooks in Notion, organizing the judges, coordinating the gifts, getting this the show on Twitch live. It is our planning committee. They've done so much work as volunteers, and it's been really cool to see. So let's take a couple moments to recognize our STEMathon planning committee. And hey, Mahak, it's us. We're on the planning committee.
Wow. Yeah.
And some of the other superstars, Julia from the Youth Council, Emily Forster, Youth Council alum, one of our producers here on the show right now, and the Slackbot architect, Angela Tolis, Aidan Monder, our branding experts, Sarah Arnold. Sarah and Angela were mentoring this weekend as well. And from our First Canada staff, Lisa Ramraj, who was coordinating all the judging, Sherilyn Kashowski and Annika Pint. Annika's been doing some producing. Sherilyn and Annika also handled all the activities that happened today. Sarah Sills, our master of production. And of course, Joanna Whitney and Artie Javeri. And Artie is the one who went out of her way to secure the really, really cool prizes that we're going to be handing out in just a bit. So thank you
exciting.
To this fantastic planning committee for everything they've done. And Mahak, about these prizes, why don't you tell us how cool they are?
Honestly, I feel like they are, I think I feel like every year we have such awesome and exciting, cool prizes for the STEMathon, but this year it's so amazing. So we have some Instax mini cameras, we've got Fitbits and Chromebooks for laptops for the winners. So we've got over 4K in prizes, all thanks to our sponsors, TD SYNNEX, which is so amazing. So I can't wait to see what the teams that are going to be winning these awesome prizes.
Yeah, it's a lot of prizes, and we're almost there to do it, but I think we need to recognize another group of volunteers who spent so much time all morning long watching all of your presentations, and they were so hyped. They were in such a good mood after watching the presentations and the pitches because they're just like, you all are awesome. But let's recognize our judges again. Shelby Servant from 3M, Shifa Abbas, who's the Colonized Library Project, and our judge advisor, Jaylene Kashowski. Thank you to our judges. And now it's time to hand out some awards. And we're going to start off first with the activities and the games. And so the winners are going to get an assortment of, not necessarily all of these, but some of these. First Canada sunglasses, sling bags, hats, shoelaces, notebooks, keychains. Yeah, First Canada swag, courtesy of Swaggy P, the legend himself, the man, the myth, the legend. Yes, that's right. And our first awards goes to our winners of the scavenger hunt. And Mahak, so you tell me about what you heard about the scavenger hunt. There's some cool stuff happened, right?
Yeah, I was scrolling through the general chat where everyone was dropping their pictures. And first off, the ability to find all of these cool items in everyone's homes and around them was really exciting. I saw a Christmas tree. It's May, so shout out to whoever had a Christmas tree. That was awesome. And then there was some really cool like teddy bears and all these other first swags, a lot of flags, which is really exciting. And also some of I think the winners all got 50 out of 50 of the items from the scavenger hunt. So that is awesome.
That is fantastic. And our winners are Julie G from Team 1, the Green Fuzzies, And Miriam S. from Team 4, Fab 4 Faucet Friends, F to the power of 4. And our next game was Crack the Code, the virtual breakout room. So teams competed in teams here, not necessarily their STEMathon team, but their own team. So 3 individual prizes here to the winners. And the winners are Georgia M from Team 6, Growing Gardens, Mallory B, Team 3, from Material Girls, and Julia G, Team 1, Green Fuzzies. Julia G is really cleaning up. She won both Crack the Code and the Scavenger Hunt. And let's find out if she was a winner for the first trivia. That's right, they had first trivia, so that's always a good time. And the winner is Justina M from Team 5, Cubed Root. So like, you know, like we could say like team like 1.74 or something, because like the cube root of 5, but you know, just yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, sorry, math joke. All right, okay, yeah, we're here. All right, and now for our judged awards. Our first judged award is the Best Infographic Award. And this is gonna go, you know, I'll tell you all about it. But first of all, what they're getting is some First Canada swag, including a really cool First Canada mug. So swag to all the team members on the winning team. The best infographic prize is given to the team who delivered a 1-page summary providing compelling information along with eye-catching graphics. This team's infographic is ready for print. They found the formula for great communication, branding, and an unforgettable infographic. This fabulous group showcased a ready-to-patent product that would save consumers hundreds of dollars and reduce water and energy bills. Not too hot, not too cold, saving the world one drop at a time. Congratulations to team number 4, the Fab 4 Faucet Friends, F to the power of 4. Our next award are the Gracious Professionalism Awards. Winners of these prizes, of these awards, are going to get some First Canada swag, including a First Canada hoodie, a purple one, I believe. So those are the really nice ones. Here's what the nominators and the planning committee who did the judging for this had to say about the first winner. This student not only stayed up to continue working after their teammates went to sleep, but after a short nap, they came back and continued to help their other team members finish their tasks to reduce their stress and push the group forward. They were always looking for ways to support the team, asking if they could be of help whenever they had a free moment. Congratulations to our winner, our first Gracious Professionalism Award winner, Michelle Zed from Team 10, Atomic 10. And our next Gracious Professionalism Award winner. This student's team faced challenging circumstances this year as some of their team members were unavailable for large portions of the event. The student graciously filled their teammates in on everything they missed, ensuring everyone felt included and involved after they returned. A fantastic display of gracious professionalism through adverse circumstances. Congratulations to our winner, Diksha S. from Team 1, Green Fuzzy. Our next award is the Best Pitch Award. The winners of this award each will receive a Fujifilm Instax Mini 11 courtesy of TD SYNNEX for each team member. The Pitch Award is given to the team who delivered a confident summary of the business aspects of their solution, along with a compelling infographic. This team displayed excellent branding and cohesion across their presentation and infographic. Their demo was simple yet effective, showcasing how their recycling program and app will help their local community reduce plastic waste. This team's pitch scored 10s across the board. Congratulations to team number 10, Atomic 10. Our next award is the Best Project Award. The winners of this award will receive Fitbit Charge 4s for each team member, courtesy of TD SYNNEX. So you can start tracking all your steps. Make up for the steps that you didn't take this weekend because we were all inside working on these infographics and projects. The Project Award goes to the team who identified a real problem, researched possible solutions, developed a unique solution, and prepared a demo to provide proof of concept. This team excelled in the area of product, creating an app that decreased food waste and empowered communities at the same time. This app showcases how easy it is to decrease food waste by starting with what's in our own fridge. Protecting our earth in simple ways, one apple at a time. Congratulations to team number 7, the 007 Nitros. And now our best overall award. That's right, our Girls and Allies STEMathon 2022 overall champions. The winners of this award will each receive an HP Chromebook 14, courtesy of TD SYNNEX. This award is the most prestigious award at the STEMathon. It goes to the team who has not only defined and solved a real-world problem, but also delivered a pitch explaining the business aspects, including a compelling infographic. This team has also kept in mind first values while working together as a team. This team excelled in both their product and their pitch. The judges especially loved this team's focus on the global, local, and personal impact. This group created an app that cataloged, created, and connected users to a more sustainable fashion using machine learning. This team is hitting the runway on Vogue, a group of material girls in a material world, because we are living in a material world. Congratulations to team number 3, the Material Girls. Congratulations again to the Material Girls. It was such a cool project right there. Their app just kind of brought together so many ideas using machine learning and figuring out how we can make best use of what's in our closet. It was super cool. That team did great work all weekend long and are very deserving of those HP Chromebooks. Mehak, I'm a little sad right now, because the STEMathon's over and I don't want it to be over. I'm just having so much fun. I'm just watching Slack as we're talking here. There's 52 new messages in the random channel because everyone's just having so much fun right now. Celebrating, there's drum rolls happening. Mimi feels like she's being bullied. It's, lots of things are happening there. It's fabulous. But Mehak, what do you think of this event? This was like your brainchild from 3 years ago. What do you think right now?
I definitely think the STEMathon has always been super important to me, and it makes me so happy that I think we have so many people come to the STEMathon and so many cool and exciting ideas come from it. I know this year especially it was a little bit more challenging because we've been going back to an in-person environment, and then everyone is a bit would prefer in-person over virtual events. But I think the STEMathon is a great virtual event that also promotes accessibility because we have team members from all different parts of Ontario, and past years we have team members from across Canada and different parts around the world. So that's really exciting, and I think just the resilience and determination a lot of these teams showed, even when we were talking about the Gracious Professionalism Award and how these particular members on teams, and I know we got some awesome nominations as well, but like some of the gracious professionalism that they showed over the 24 hours, these cool projects that they came up with, and shout out to all the mentors for being such awesome sports and being able to share all of their insights and all the knowledge that they had and share with the teams. I think definitely love the STEMathon it's also super sad that it's over, but I had such a great time this weekend.
I love this event. I love the camaraderie. I love the teams are working together. I love how much fun you get to have. When our teams are working on their FRC or FTC robots, they're working like kind of independently as teams or such. But it was cool seeing the teams working in their team channels, but still communicating in the group channels. And that's kind of, it's just like, it's fun. It's community. Like I want to see everyone. This is really, really nice. Thank you to everyone who's a part of this event, our judges, our mentors, youth council, especially for this is a youth focused event, for helping out with the activities, our planning committee, just a bunch of rock stars. Thank you so much. Everyone who's on this call right now producing. Of course, First Canada, we had Dorothy Byers here. We had Dave Ellis, Artie Javeri for all her support and guidance in running this event is just so inspirational. But most of all, thank you to all the teams out there, all the students who signed up to do this. I'm glad you could have a good time. I'm glad you're having fun. I just saw the Team 10 said they spent 24 hours on their call. Like their call lasted a full 24 hours, which is amazing to see. Just thank you for making this happen, and thank you for being the future. It's no joke watching these presentations and seeing the information the teams have put together. Feels a little bit safer about what this world is going to be. And also, if you're having fun this weekend and you are on a first team and you are from Ontario, you should consider coming out to the First Canada Youth Summit in a few weeks. There's information on the First Canada website. There's an application form there. You do have to be a first participant. So for our folks who have just signed up for the STEMathon, it's your first exposure to First, more reason to get onto a team next year. So maybe you can be a part of it, but it's going to be a great in-person event. Our youth council will be doing some fun activities. There's going to be some guest speakers, a lot of neat things happening there. So you're going to want to sign up for that. But everyone, hey, it's a beautiful day out there. I mean, it's always a beautiful day, but the weather is beautiful. So go outside, get some sunshine, get some rest, and enjoy all of this. And I can't wait. And remember, all participants, you're getting swag. So everyone's getting something. Prizes will be coming out over the next few weeks. Thank you for being here. Have a great night, and goodbye, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Oh, I have to dance a little bit of Madonna. There you go. Did the vote.
You have to do it for the Material Girls.